Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. I wanted to bring something to you today that I thought was really awesome. This is a guitar that came out about 2 months ago and somehow I missed it. And being someone who rebuilds guitars and customizes guitars for people, watching it this morning, I thought, wow, this is something incredible. This is something my viewers would love. So let's check out Steve Vai's new guitar, the Hydra. He recently recorded a new album and he used this guitar on it, and it's a very unusual guitar. It's got 3 necks, it's got a harp, so it's got 4 instruments built into it, and it's got a lot more than that. The artwork and the design of this thing is just incredible. So let's watch the video. They made a video about 2 months ago when they showed this guitar for the first time. Really cool dramatic shots of it. After this, we're actually going to watch a little bit of Steve playing it, so I'll link down to the full videos below so you can watch the original videos as well. Let's check this thing out. So look at that. The bass that's on this guitar, half of it is fretted and half of it isn't. The bass notes are fretted, the treble side isn't. Very beautiful dramatic shots. I love this. It looks like something from Back to the Future. I see fuses and there's other parts attached to this guitar, and very awesome. Look at this thing. So a 12-string neck that's half fretless. There's on and off switches for the piezo pickup. The volume and the sustainer function controls are over here. Then the bass neck, half of it's fretless under 2 strings and half of it has frets. On-off switch and a volume there. It's a slide volume. We got a 7-string guitar in the middle, an on-off switch and a coil tap there. The volume and another slide switch for the on-off. We got MIDI controls, 13 harp strings, harp volume on a slide, harp on and off on a push button, seducer, sample meter, dragonizer, I wonder what that does, climax regulator, it's got tubes, master on-off switch, optional lamp input, Ethernet 4-way output. What is that for? This is insane. You got the Steve Vai logo right there, and look at this thing. What is this monster? 3 necks, the bass is headless. The craftsmanship that went into this guitar is incredible. There's a few aspects of the guitar that remind me of the Ibanez Pia, one of Steve Vai's other signature models. So when I saw this originally, I thought they had to have been working on this for a long time. Check out this photo. I'll throw up a photo of this guitar. It is just unbelievable. Jeez. I almost don't even know what to say. So here we see Steve Vai holding the beast. Actually fits him fairly well. He's got those long arms. And here's the guitar. So the top neck is a 12-string guitar. The first 8 frets are there. After that, it's fretless. So now I do see the dot inlays on it. Okay, it's got dot inlays on it. That middle neck is a 7-string. That's his main electric neck, I'm thinking. That 12-string neck at the top, he uses that for what sounds like very ethereal or affected parts. I'm going to play a song in just a minute, and you're going to hear that it sounds kind of like a sitar in this song that he's jamming on it with. Then the bass down at the bottom has just half of it is fretted. I have never seen work like this before. Look at the beauty in that top wing. It's got gold wings with these red tubes that go across it. Vacuum tubes, green vacuum tubes. It's got gold, beautiful accents all over it. Control panels that look like something off the DeLorean from Back to the Future. It's got a real steampunk vibe to it, but I'm not normally a steampunk kind of guy. If you notice, I've never done a steampunk guitar, but the way this is done is just so classy. Look at these lights that are under the 7 strings between the 2 pickups. I mean, it's just got so many cool details. There's mixed hardware. The bass has black hardware. There's like a bronze hardware there on the 7-string, and then maybe black hardware on part of the 12-string. I mean, it's incredible. I love this thing. When I saw it, I knew it had to be something years in the making. It took them 5 years to build this thing, and I'm not surprised. That's awesome. Let's check out a song that he used this actual instrument on. The song's called Teeth of the Hydra. The Dragonizer. Look at this thing. It looks like a spaceship. Just glowing. And he's going across all 4 of the string instruments and playing them all at the same time. Look at the way he's jumping across the instruments seamlessly. And the beautiful distinct tone from each one of those different parts of that instrument doesn't sound like that's coming from one instrument. And he's playing, switching off to the different instruments in these small little holes in the guitar parts, and it is just... We're waiting for a little run like that, weren't we? This is like one of my favorite Steve Vai songs, I think. Now, what was that? I've had some crazy ideas of multi-neck guitars and things like that, and nothing like this. But man, this is pretty inspirational to me. This makes me want to build some type of masterpiece, insane build. He's too good for us. He's the best. This suits his playing so good too, because instead of having to be over the top and outdo himself, because he's already done it all in the shred world, he can go a new direction playing things like this, and this makes his playing so much more interesting to me. I wonder what something like that would cost if you were to have something like that get built. I mean, I don't think he has to pay full price. I don't know if it was free for him though. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if it was free. I also wouldn't be surprised if he paid for it. Who the hell thought of this thing? I wonder what type of power it takes to run all these lights and active electronics. How many batteries does it have? It's basically got a car battery in there, I guess. Or maybe you could rig it up with like a special cable that would run power through your instrument cable that will also power all that other stuff. I think it's got an Ethernet output jack. So all these instruments are running through Ethernet, probably with like twisted pairs of like shielded wire inside there or something, I would guess. So you don't have like contamination from one instrument to the other going together through one cable. Beautiful. What a thing. What a thing of beauty. It just stands on its own. The Hydra. For those who don't know, the Hydra is a mythological creature that has many heads, is, you know, usually 9, but can have different numbers. And one of the heads is immortal, so you can never truly kill a Hydra, I don't think. So when we look at the stats on this thing, it's got a 7-string guitar, a 12-string guitar, a 4-string 3/4 scale bass, a 13-string harp. Half of the frets on one of the necks is fretless. Half of the neck on the other one is fretless in a different way. I mean, this thing is ridiculous. It's got MIDI, sustainer, floating bridges, hardtail bridges, phase splitters. Unbelievable stuff. So, really cool guitar. I don't know how I didn't see this thing until today because it came out 2 months ago, but the craftsmanship just blew me away, and I had to share it with you guys. So leave your comments down below. Let me know what your reaction is. What do you think of this thing? And I don't know, one time I actually was gonna, the 2 Crackle Les Pauls that I did for the giveaways a couple months ago, I actually was gonna cut those, and I talked about it on that episode of Trash to Thrash. I was gonna put them together as a double neck, make one of them like a 1-string gent beast, and then the other one like a tuned down 6-string, and maybe the gent one would be like fretless. I was kind of inspired by Jared Dines and Steve Terberry and Rob Scallon, who were like, they were all doing crazy gent, you know, shovels and all that crazy in 18-string guitars or whatever. So I was gonna do something like them, but then, you know, I didn't want to just copy what everybody else was doing, and also I wanted to experiment on those guitars and make them into something else. And eventually they became something so cool, I figured, let's just make them into real guitars. So I still want to do that one day with something. I'm not sure what I would do, but I like the idea of making something insane like this. This is super cool. Let me know what you guys thought of it down below. If you were to make an insane instrument, how would you do it? How many necks do you think you would do? How many necks would it take to go in a full circle so you could like jam all the way around? Michelangelo Badio has one that's 2 necks in each direction. Maybe you could fit 2 more up at the top, 2 more at the bottom, and have like an 8-neck octopus basically. So I don't know, leave your crazy ideas down below. Be sure to hit that like button down there, and also to hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you soon in the next video. Rock on, my friends.